Hello, grade 9, and welcome to a new lesson. The theme this time is called Human Values, and your lesson is called Reflections on True Friendship. Okay, but before we begin, we need to understand what the term human values is, which is a very important term in grade 9. What are values? Values are like a set of rules and principles that we live by in society, how we treat ourselves as humans. We are guided by values, for example, the value of loyalty, the value of respect, cooperation, friendship, tolerance, how we tolerate each other, how we respect each other, how we accept each other. Those are all guiding rules called human values, and they are what governs us as humans in the interaction of us amongst each others. Name some important values to you, of course. Many different values, rules we live by in society. Honesty, integrity, which basically mean the same. Cooperation, gratitude, meaning being thankful for what you have, the blessings you have. Sacrifice, giving something very important to you in order to help someone. Love, giving, friendship, loyalty, courage, being a courageous person, being brave. Tolerance is a very important term. We're going to take it separately. It's accepting differences in others, respect, etc. Now, what types of values are important in a family? In a family, the values of cooperation, love, loyalty, respect, and sacrifice are basic in the building of a family and in the maintenance of a family. Question number 4 is, what is the importance of friendship and what values are important in friendship? Just like family, friendship plays a central role in our lives. We all like our friends, our bestie. Our friend is the person whom we confide in, we have confidence in, we trust him or her with our secrets, and we are our true selves when we sit with our friend. The values that guide friendship are loyalty and, of course, helping each other in difficult times. Hence, the famous proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Now, why are values important? Number 5, why are our values? Why should we have values of respect, of loyalty, of honesty in society? Why? Well, values are the codes of behavior that set humans apart from animals. We cannot live without rules. It will be like a forest. It will be like hell. Without them, society will be a savage place, a very aggressive place where everyone would act on impulse. No one would care about the feelings of others. People would just hit each other or kill each other for resources. So these codes, human values, are what make up a civilized society, a human society. Okay, now let's start reading our lesson, which is about friendship in the age of social media. Reflections on true friendship. Read the selection below in which the writer highlights the meaning of friendship in the era of technology, meaning in the age of technology, then answer the questions that follow. Is childhood the golden time for making real friends? Can you bring old relationships back? The other day, I read a novel by William Maxwell, So Long, See You Tomorrow. And I realized that it reflects the true meaning of friendship. It is the strong bond. Bond is a connection, the constant availability, and the everlasting as the name suggests, mean lasting forever, promise that starts at the age of 12 and remains forever. My BFF, my forever best friend. Okay, my great friend at that age was Mark McDonald. In those early days, Mark was my only companion and support. Whatever happened at home, Mark would always be there to make my gloomy day a bright one. Gloomy means extremely sad. We would wake up at dawn, the beginning of the day, to wander over the fields, scan the beaches for coins, climb the hills together, and sit there comparing our future plans. Having not seen Mark for 30 years, I recently tried to find him again, but in vain. Vain means no result. I surfed the internet thoroughly. carefully, but I found nothing about him. I even checked the death certificate, fearing that my old friend might have died. Eventually, I drove to the neighborhood where we once lived, but he wasn't there. I looked up at the window of my old house, remembering how I used to shine a torch from there to Mark's bedroom. 2 flashes meant good night. 3 flashes meant see you tomorrow. I believe that technology has changed the meaning of friendship. My daughter is 12 and most things that happen to her are photographed and documented. She has over 100 Facebook friends, and she says, as many other youngsters do, she doesn't know half of them. Being an active follower on social media, she and her so-called friends, quote unquote, get in touch, discuss likes and dislikes, watch and sometimes even share each other's videos and posts on occasions and ceremonies. Unfortunately, this kind of what those youngsters call friendship is a widespread phenomenon to which they are blindly attached all over the world. Social media has transformed, has changed this pleasant, lovely relationship into terrible shallowness. Friendship is no longer deep, according to the author, related to one's self-image and status updates, meaning your status updates on social media. Well, as the late Muhammad Ali said, friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. It is something beyond achievement or romance, money or technology, religion or reputation. That's why I miss my old friend Mark McDonald. I was never photographed with him, but in difficult times I will imagine him in front of me, a living guarantee that there will always be someone in life who knows the real you. When all the machines are off and when all the chips are down, I see his light, 3 flashes. Okay, now let's move on to the questions. Based on paragraph 2, what 2 words does the writer use to describe his friend Mark? He talked about loyalty. He talked about him being there with him forever. What reasons does he mention? Okay, Mark would stand by him in difficult times, in gloomy times. He would keep all his secrets. Okay, now what 3 actions did the writer take to find his friend? He checked him out on the web, he checked the death certificates, he went to their neighborhood, all in vain, he couldn't find him. Now, based on paragraph 4, how would you describe the writer's attitude towards modern technology? What he thinks, attitude means the way of thinking, okay, towards technology concerning friendship. He thinks it's shallow, something that's not deep and lasting as old friendships were, because, you know, he talked about his 12-year-old daughter who had more than 100 friends on Facebook, and, you know, friends, quote unquote, not real friends, just those virtual friends. Now, number 4, what does the underlined sentence of paragraph 5 convey? Choose the best answer. He talked about how, things have changed. True friendship relies on technology? Of course not. True friendship lasts forever? Yes. Friends are missed only in difficult times? Of course, it is choice B. Now let's move on to the pronoun reference. Him in paragraph 3, they in paragraph 4, it in paragraph 5. Going on to the paragraphs, of course, we'll do this on Zoom live together. I'll leave it to Zoom. Now, let's use context clues to figure out the meanings of each word in the box below, then fill in the blanks with the correct words. Of course, here you have to go back to the context, okay, because a word could mean different things in different contexts. Some of you can do this blindly, and I know that, but it does help to go back into context if you are finding difficulty. It was so warm and outside that we all wanted to take a walk. Okay, the context clue, warm, we all wanted to take a walk. Of course, it was pleasant, something pleasing, something nice. The wrong use of technology might turn our future gloomy. Gloomy means very dark. The happy moments of my childhood have an everlasting effect on my life, something that lasts forever. Blank poverty is causing the death of many children in different countries, of course, widespread because it's everywhere. Okay, those are the answers, of course. D, you have, those are extracts. Some of you have trouble with figuring out the extract. An extract is a part of a paragraph taken away and put here. Extract A is taken away from one of the 5 paragraphs. I want you to tell me which of the 5 paragraphs this was taken from, meaning extract A completes paragraph or belongs to paragraph, and also extract B, which paragraph was it taken from. Let's read the first one, and that is a change. The thing about friendship used to be that the ideal was shared entirely by the pair of you, or something by a group, yet it remained local, and that was part of its power. When he was discussing the importance of friendship. Extract B, Mark had always dreamt of becoming a pharmacist, and I had had a wish to be a well-known teacher. Okay, how do you figure those out? When you are reading, next to each paragraph, when you are reading for the test, write the main idea of that paragraph in a 3-4 words, in a phrase, and then when you read this, you know where it belongs. Now, I will give you the answers later. Now, let's take a look at part E. Correct the one grammatical mistake. Identify the error and correct it. Tell me what it is, then write the correction. Don't just write the correction, please. It will be totally wrong on an official exam. Now, nobody couldn't. You have a negative adverb and you have a not. This is a double negative. What did we say about double negatives? That's wrong. So nobody could. All you have to do is remove the not. Nobody could say what his fault was. Everything else is perfect. Could you please tell me what is true friendship? This is a question, meaning, okay, this is a verb and this is the subject. We put, because it's a question, the subject comes, the subject comes before what true friendship is. Could you please tell me what true friendship is? Okay, what true friendship is. Number 3, he has been sleeping since a long time. Of course not, point of time, so we say for. For is the point of time when the action started. Since, okay, since is the point of time, for is the amount of time. So he has been sleeping for amount of time, a long time. I think we should wake him up. When you had arrived, you couldn't find me because I had already decided. This is the past perfect, 2 actions in the past. One happened before the other. The one that happened before is written in the past perfect. The next one is written in the past simple. All we have to do is remove the had. Okay? Okay. Now, let's move on to the next part. Rewrite the following sentences starting each as indicated without changing the meaning. Now, social media has transformed all relationships. Now, I want you to begin with all relationships. All relationships, okay, here we have, this of course is active passive. All relationships have been transformed. Here it's present perfect, so I need present have and been here. Have, has, or been. Have or has plus been. All relationships have been transformed by social media. Okay, changing from active to passive. Tanya is a heavy user of social media, but she doesn't have a lot of friends. Start with although. Although Tanya is a heavy user of social media, comma, we remove the but, she doesn't have a lot of friends. The internet ruins means spoils the real relationships, and it puts its users under pressure. Not only. Remember, when you have the correlative conjunctions, not only you need, but also. Not only, we don't have a helping verb, so we need to add the verb to do in the present simple because ruins is in the present simple. Not only does the internet ruin, base form, the real relationships, comma, but also it puts its users under pressure. Okay, please, for any questions you might have for this lecture, concerning this lecture, write them down and ask me during Zoom, okay? Until then, please take care. See you.